Okay, so I just figured I would go through how to find all the angles in the monster circle puzzle for you. So I have already labeled all of the given information, and now I'm just going to start filling things in. So the first two things I'm going to fill in are the rest of the arcs. So notice ML right here is the only piece missing from this semicircle, because remember this is a diameter. So if you add 23, 62, 64, and 18, subtract from 180, you get that ML is 13. Same thing down here with JG. JG is the missing piece from the bottom semicircle. So again, if you add and subtract from 180, if you add 63, 57, subtract from 180, you get that this is 60. Okay, now that we have all the arcs, we can start filling in some of the angles. So what pops out to me is like where the angle 2 is, that 89 degrees, because we have vertical angles. So this would be 89. And then we have linear pairs. So this would be 91. And this would be 91. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? So some things that are kind of tricky to see are the secants. So this one uses a lot of secants. So like see how NL and BM are secants? Okay, so remember the rule with the two secants is if you add the two values, so that would be this 62 and this ML, and divide by 2, that will give you the measure of angle 4. So 62 and 13 divided by 2 gives you 37.5. So this is 37.5. And then if you subtract that from 180, that will give you 5 and 6. It's going to be 142.5. Now, obviously, this is not the first thing that you have to do. I'm just kind of going to look around and see what pops out to me. So that's angle 6. While I'm over there, I just noticed angle 15. Erase some of this so it doesn't get too crazy. So angle 15 is an inscribed angle, which means it's half the measure of its intercepted arc. So its intercepted arc is EN. So if we add 63, 62, and 23, we get 148, and then divide that by 2, and you would get 74. So angle 15 is 74. Okay, let's see what else. I notice another set of secants. So where was it? Right here. So this one and this one. So if I add 63 and 18 and divide by 2, that'll give me angle 14. So 63 and 18 is 81, divided by 2 is 40.5. So that means angle 14 is 40.5, and then therefore angle 13 is 139.5. Okay, what else? Just in case, I don't know if we'll need it, but I'll fill in this one too, 40.5. I don't know if we'll need the vertical angles. Oh, here's one. Angle 10 is a central angle, and so it's 23 because that's what its arc is. Oh, I know. I just noticed an inscribed angle. So angle 20 is an inscribed angle. So that means it's half of 60. So angle 20 is going to be 30. Oh, while I'm over there, 21. For 21, we can use the theorem that has to do with the tangent and the secant. Remember, it's going to be half of this arc. So if I'm going to add 63 and 57, divide by 2, this is going to be 60. So 21 is going to be 60. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, let's see here. Oh, angle 11 is also a central angle. I just noticed that. So angle 11 is going to be 62 because that's the arc measure. Oh, and then look at that. 8, 9, and 11 make a triangle. So if I add 91 and 62 and subtract from 180, I'm going to get that angle 9 is 27. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's see. Oh, angle 12 is also a central angle. I don't know how I didn't notice that. So that's going to be 60. Because look at the sides of angle 12 hit this arc here. Okay, and then now that we have angle 12, we can find angle 17. So 60 plus 40.5 is 100.5, and then subtract from 180, we get 79.5 for 17. It's really small. I don't know if I can fit it. And then this is also 79.5. Okay, okay, I just noticed something else. We could do, we have another set of secants. So we have this one and this one are secants. So I can find 19 by doing 63 plus 60. Oh, not 60, 78. Whoops. So 78 plus 63 and then divide by 2, and that'll give me 19. So 63 plus 78 divided by 2. So that means that 19 is 17.5. Not 17, 70, 70.5, 17. Okay. Whoops. Okay, if 19 is 17, why do I keep saying 17? 70.5, I can subtract from 180, and that'll give me that 18 is 109.5. Okay, let's see here. All right, so now we're going to come down here. I'm going to look at 25, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27. So let me erase some of these lines so it's not so, oops, I did not mean to erase that one. So it's not so messy. I'll do these two. Okay, so 24, notice, is created from this tangent and this secant. So remember that that angle is going to be half of this arc. So if we do 57 divided by 2, that will give me 24, which is 28.5. Okay. I can do the same thing with 25. So 25 is formed with this secant and the tangent. So that's going to be 63 and 57 divided by 2. So 63 plus 57 is 120, divided by 2 is 60. So that makes 25, 60 degrees. We can find 26 because 19 is 70.5. So is this one. So then we can add 70.5 plus 79.5, which is 150, and subtract from 180 to get that 26 is 30. I just realized something. I made a mistake. So when I said that 25 was 60, it's actually not. Let's go back to that. Sorry about that. So this and this make this whole angle. This whole angle would be 60. Sorry about that. So if I do 60 minus 28.5, it's actually 31.5. I thought that looked a little weird. It's like, wait a second. That would mean that angle's 90. It's definitely not. Okay, so I forgot to subtract. So that one would be 31.5. I can find 23 a couple different ways. 23, I can either do the fact that it's an inscribed angle, or, so here it is as an inscribed angle. So I could do 78 divided by 2, which is 39. Or this is 109.5. So I could have added that with 31.5 and subtracted from 180. Okay, what else do we have here? Okay, so 27 we can find. Here's how we're going to find 27. There might be another way, but this is what just popped out to me. So 26 and 27 together is an angle formed by this secant, whoa, and this tangent. So we have this tangent, this secant. Notice, let me get another color here. Notice that this whole arc CMG is going to be double this angle. So if I add 23, 62, 64, 13, 18, and 60, I get 240. If I divide that in half, that means this whole angle is 120. Now, angle 26 is 30, so that would make 27, 90. Oh, you know what? I just realized we could have found that way easier. You know how? Okay, here's how. So, some of you maybe already thought this, I don't know, but I want this. Oh, let me erase some of this. So we learned a theorem that said if you have a radius that intersects a tangent at a point of tangency, it's 90 degrees on either side. I did not notice that. So that would have made some of these a little easier too, but that's automatically 90. Okay, well, there's two ways to find it. All right, what do we have left? We have 16 and 22. So those are outside. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So angles that are outside the circle. So let's start with 22. 22 is made with a tangent and a secant. So the two arcs that are formed, this one and this one, remember you subtract them and divide by 2, and that gives you the outside angle. So I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to find that top one first. So 23 plus 62 plus 64 plus 13. So 162 is this top arc, and then that bottom one is 63. So I'm going to subtract them and then divide by 2, and that'll give me angle 22. So if I do, where is it? 162 minus 63 divided by 2 is 49.5. Okay, and I'm going to do something similar for angle 16. Okay, so, oops, I accidentally erased 26. What was 26? 30. Okay, so for 16, 16 is also a tangent. I thought 16 was two secants. 16 is made with this tangent and this secant. So again, it's that same rule. Add these together, subtract this, divide by 2, and that'll give you 16. So 62 plus 23 plus 63 plus 57 is 205. So this big arc is 205. And then we need 18 and 60. So that's 78. So 205 minus 78 is 127 divided by 2 is 63.5. Okay, I think I got them all. Some of the ones that I found, obviously there could be multiple ways to do it. So you maybe didn't do it the same way as me, and that's okay, as long as you got the right answers. So this is just a good practice for your test because it has all of the theorems that we learned kind of mixed into one. All right, so that's it. Let me know if you still have questions. You can join our Zoom session at 11:30 if you have questions before you want to take your test. All right, guys, have a nice day.